Welcome to all in a part 1 of Economics 10th class chapter 2, that is sector of the Indian economy. Today I am Gurunath Kharat going to start this lecture with first subtopic of this chapter, that is sector of economic activity. What is the economic activity? Dear students, as you know, the people work in a different sector or engage in different activity for gaining the money. This objective of people to earn money are called economic activities. Then what is the sector? Sector defines a large segment of the economy in which businesses share the sum or a related product or services. Some of economics activities produce goods and other services. Activities are classified in various groups according to their common attributes, which are known as sector. Just I told what is the sector. Economics activity can be classified in three different ways. First one, primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Second one, organized and unorganized sector. And third, public and private sector. Now, first one, primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Primary sector of the economy involves conversion of natural resources into primary product. Thus, this is a sector is directly associated with nature. This includes agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, and extraction of oil and gas. Since the most of the natural products are obtained from agriculture, dairy, fishing, forestry, etc. It is also called agriculture and related sector. Dear student, you can see in this diagram primary sectors, and these all are the examples of primary sectors. All these examples is forestry, mineral extraction, then the mining, agriculture and the fishing. These all the activities depend on to the natural resources. Now, secondary sector. Secondary sector also known as industrial sector or manufacturing industries. Secondary sector of economics or industrial sector include these economy activities that create a finished or tangible product. Dear students, finished good means the final goods produced by the industrialist, like sugar. This is the final products. This includes manufacturing and construction. Here, nature products are changed into other forms through the manufacturing, which may take place in a factory, workshop or at home. Means the secondary sector is depend on to the primary sectors, and primary sector provides all the raw material to the secondary sectors, and secondary sectors use that raw material for the making the final products. Yes, for the examples are and the clothes weaving from cotton, sugar or gur from sugarcane, etc. Since the development in secondary sectors become associated with different kind of industries, it is also called industrial sector. Now, the tertiary sector. Tertiary sector, also known as the service sectors, and these sectors provide services to primary and secondary sectors. The activities that helps in the development of primary and secondary sectors are convert in tertiary sector. These activities do not produce goods, but they provide services that support the production process. For example, transport, storage, communication, banking, etc. Thus also known as service sector. It is also include some essential services provided by professionals, that is doctors, lawyers, teachers, barber, etc. and information technology such as software industry, internet cafe, ATM booths, businesses, process outsourcing BPO, and knowledge process outstanding means KPO. Now the next topic is comparing the three sectors means primary, secondary and tertiary sector. The first point of this topic is economics interdependence. All the three sectors are linked or interdependence. For example, cotton from the cotton plants is the primary sector is converted into textile industries is the secondary sector that reach to market through the means of transportation means tertiary sectors. Means all these three sectors are what's interlinked or interdepends. Means primary sectors depend on to the natural resource. Secondary sectors depend on to the primary because they provide the raw material to the secondary sector for making the final goods, and tertiary sector provide the services to the transport these final goods in a market. Second point, final goods and services. They direct consumed by the consumers and are not meant for further production or processing. For example, by counting the value of biscuits, we will also get the value of flour from which biscuit is made and the value of wheat from which flour is made. Therefore, biscuit is the final goods and its value will only be counted to final the production level. Value of intermediates goods, that is flour and wheats, are not calculated. And the third point is gross domestic product. Then what is the GDP? Means gross domestic product. The sum of the value of all the final goods and services produced in all the three sectors in a particular year is called the gross domestic product, means GDP of that country. The task of estimating the GDP in India is undertaken by the Central Statistic Offices CSO, working under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementations Government of India. Dear student, observe this graph 1. GDP by primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Dear student, if you see carefully this figure, you can understand in the year 2013-14, the tertiary sectors emerged as a largest producing sector in India, replacing the primary sector. Then there is one question. The tertiary sector has become important in India. Why the tertiary sector has become important in India? The some reason behind it. The first one is services such as hospitals, education institutions, post and telegraph services, police stations, court, village administrative office, municipal corporation, defense, transports, banking, insurance companies, etc. are considered as a basic service and are necessary for all people. Then the second one, the development of agriculture and industries lead to development of services such as transport, trade, storage, etc. The third one is with the rise in the economy income of people, they started demanding more services like eating out, tourism, shopping, private hospitals, private schools, professional training, etc. As well as over the past decade, certain new services based on information and communication technology have become important and essential. Dear student, remaining part of this chapter is subtopic, that is creating more employment as well as division of sector as organized and unorganized sector and sector in terms of ownership means public and private. I will discuss in the next part of this chapter. Thank you.